interesting introduction.
Yeah, it was. What's happening on the show that you're with a girl now? What's happening?
Well, it's a roommate who becomes my confidant and my best friend.
Oh, okay.
It's all sentimental. There's nothing.
Yeah.
I have nothing funny to say about it.
Right.
I'm not as funny as you.
Right.
That's why I should just.
No, but it's your roommate, but I kind of know the storyline. But that's great. And it was your idea, right?
It was, actually. It was something where they brought up a relationship on the show, and I was like, you know what, if you're going to do it, why don't you do this? You know, the show's about people from all over the world in different walks of life, and this is something we haven't touched on yet. So I was very excited to be somebody who got to do that.
That's great. All right, you have something on underneath that we have to draw attention to because I can see how.
Spanx.
No, I know. You're sitting in a weird way, and people are going to go, what are you doing?
Well, I heard that you were going to try to get me in the dunk tank, so...
So?
I came prepared. Don't get too excited. It's really not...
So you have a wetsuit on.
I thought it was appropriate to come in my wetsuit. With heels.
That's fantastic. Everyone should come prepared like that.
Yeah, and I got my Save the Whale logo on here. O'Neill did it for us, which is awesome.
Let's talk about that. Well, first of all, before you came out, I heard that you had a bird that also did something weird.
Well, I was watching it backstage. I was watching that bird. I was like, that's incredible. We once taught my bird to go, here, kitty, 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 kitty. And when my cats would come, she would go, I love you. But then, one too many times, I guess my parents said, Eli's a who was my neighbor. And so Eli happened to come over at one point, and the bird exclaimed, Eli's a Eli's a Eli's a and my parents were trying to cover up. It was very interesting.
How embarrassing, and why invite the over if he's That's my question.
He might have done something specific at that time.
Just that one time.
Just maybe
was it a parrot or was it a cockatiel?
It was a parrot.
Wow.
It was a
parrot.
parrot.
Aren't they amazing? They can sound just like what they're copying.
Absolutely.
Exactly. All right, so let's talk about this because I think you were here before, and since then there's a documentary, The Cove, and you really devote a lot of time trying to help animals and tell everybody. Yes, exactly.
Coming up on the 2-year anniversary that we were in Taiji, which was the first time that I was on your show, actually afterwards. It's October 29th. And the Cove is incredible, and it's brought a bunch of awareness, which is all that we can hope for. And we're asking people to still go to socialvibe.com/whalemanfoundation and sign our petition for that. So if you get a chance, do it.
Because there are a lot of people doing what? Explain what this is about. For the whales and the...
It's about protecting and preserving whales and dolphins, and the fact that thank you. They're the barometer of our ocean, and we're completely destroying it, and it's something that we really do have to fight for because people don't realize it's human nature to not understand the impact of something until it comes knocking on your door.
Right.
And then by the time it comes knocking on your door, it's too late to solve any problems. So that's what we're trying to do right now is protect and preserve them.
Well, good for you. I thank you for that. And we're on the brink right now. We're just scooping everything out of the ocean that we can, not even caring what impact that's going to have on all of us. And I can't believe you did this. You were swimming with sharks.
I've gone diving a bunch of times with sharks, and it's been incredible. These
Look at her next to
specific
that.
ones.
Look at the size of that.
These were nurse sharks in Sydney, in Australia, and it was unbelievable. But it was the first time that I'd gone diving with this specific kind of shark, and they were so massive. And I was in the water with a diver, and he had a camera, and every time he lifted the camera, I knew to breathe in air so the bubbles wouldn't get in the shot, but I knew that there was something behind me. I was like, okay, he's lifting the camera, so that must mean there's some good shot coming.
Look at the size of that.
So he lifted the camera, and just at this right time, it's a gummy shark, and it came right as he was taking the picture and nailed me in the back of the head. And I didn't know what it was. I thought it was one of the big sharks. And so just perfect timing.
All right.
Eyes like saucers. So I thought it would be a very... yeah.
Weren't you...
It was a little scary.
Yeah, it looks like it's a little scary. And it looks
Can
like
you see my eyes?
Yeah.
Like...
Oh my God! And you do it again though? It was like a.
Oh, absolutely.
You feel safe there?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've gotten to go diving with schools of hammerhead sharks, 40 hammerheads. Like if you ever watch the Discovery Channel, it's that shot. It's that shot and just floating above it. It's incredible. It's 75% of the world.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, a lot of people never get a chance to see it, and it really is beautiful.
Yeah. Well, good for you for doing this. And I know that you've said that if you didn't do this for a living, you would work with animals and help them in some way, and I really admire you for that.
Thank you.
Hayden.
Thank
All right,
you.
later in the show, we are going to dunk you. We weren't going to, but now that you're dressed like that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. You can catch Hayden on Heroes Monday nights at 8 o'clock on NBC. Aaron Carter and Karina Smirnoff will be dancing after this. Don't go away.